Hello, this is Real World Audio, and we are starting our series about taking care of your record collection. And I would start this whole thing, how to care for your records, right at the level of playing a record. And this is the most crucial part. How you should do it. You should do it that you put your record on the turntable, you play it, and when you are done, you put it back in the sleeve and keep it secure back on the shelf, or you can just pile it up wherever you want to in a smaller pile. Like here I have like a pre-pile that I'm currently listening to right there, and then it will be fine. And that's because if you leave it out for any extra amount of time, it will start collecting dust. And you will have that pop and crackle issues building up when you leave your record on your platter for an extended time period. And those fluff, those dust bunnies and hairs and things that you find, that you can visually see, that's just part of the issue. When you see those bigger material scattered all over on your record and just going round and round and round, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are microscopic dust particles that are sitting inside your grooves, and those are the real danger. The big dust bunnies are only going to get caught up on your stylus, and they're going to ride there and form a big haystack there. And of course it's going to make a big noise, but it's easy to remove. But then you will find that once you remove that, you are still going to have the crackles and pops and all sorts of stuff because of those tiny particulate matter that you cannot see. So now let's have a look at this record. So it looks pristinely clear, right? So for me right now, this is little past 10 o'clock and I have my room lights on, and you see how shiny they are and how reflective it is on the record, and it looks like a super duper clean record. And yes, this record was ultrasound clean, so yes, it is extremely clean. You see, it looks like absolutely beautiful. But then and I don't know what you can see through the camera, but when I visually inspect it, I cannot see any dust or anything on it. So when I play it, it should be perfectly pure, right? Now I'm going to tell you that I left this record on for a day. That was my original intention, so that it catches a little bit of a dust from the air, so that I can show it to you how does it look like and how much dust it collects during a day. But I haven't had a chance to make this video, and the day was long past, and now this record has been spinning here for 5 days straight. So normally I had this IKEA lamp and I'm shining it. Let's just turn it on, and now I can see much more. And when I inspect it, look, there's some dust bunny riding there. Can you see it? Now from this angle, actually the camera picks up way more than I can pick up with my eye. So there is a few dust bunnies showing and few particulate matter, but here comes the monumental shock, because I'm going to turn off this light, and let's turn on this light that I got from Robert Kahn, and he is the man himself who designed, created, and he makes these lamps. And this lamp is the UBERLIGHT Flex. And just as a disclaimer, this is not a paid review. Robert did not ask me to review it for him. He did not ask any favors for this light. he sent it to me free of charge as a gift for me, as a thank you for my channel, that I am sharing my knowledge freely with the world, with him, and he felt it's a really nice gesture to send me this light. And when I tried out, I was like really excited about it, because honestly, for record care, this is the best accessory I have found in the past 5 years, and it really drastically changes my comfort level on working with my turntable. And even like 20 years ago, when my vision was just absolutely phenomenal, even at that time it would have made a really huge change, but now it's absolutely astonishing. I need reading glasses even for reading, and with these lights, when I use them, I don't even need glasses to see the microline stylus in the Audio Technica cartridge, and or the Benz Micros, the MC3's stylus. And these are truly tiny styluses. If you look at it, well, you can see the cantilever there, but the stylus itself you can barely see even through the camera. Let's zoom into it. Now you can see sometimes on the camera, let's zoom in there, maybe I try to point at it, you see, but it's so microscopic that with your bare eyes, unaided, you can't see a thing. So let me just turn on the lights, and now we can see just so much more. And I don't know, you see right there, I don't know what the camera does, my eyesight is not so good for that, but when I look at the stylus with my eyes, with the lights on, the difference is just literally night and day. And the craziest thing is, even in full daylight, if I turn on the UBERLIGHT, it makes a tremendous difference. So in full daylight, I can see the cantilever itself, that's the big thing, but the stylus, the needle, that tiny diamond bit sticking out, I can't see. And when you take care of your stylus, that the diamond bit here, there at the tip, that's the important part. That's the part that you have to keep clean. How? We are going to go into that at another time. But right now, let's just have a look at the record. That with this light, just look at that. Look at that bloody awful mess that's on this record. Can you believe it? It's totally outrageous. I'm not sure what the camera can pick up, but you can see that it's an absolute mess. Look at all that mess. So without this light, with the room's light, or even with the IKEA light, it seemed that this is like an almost pristinely clean record, and now it turns out that it's a bloody mess. And now let's get a carbon fiber brush and let's clean it. So you hold it down and you clean, and you see that it has nicely picked up most of it. And then look at that. Can you see it? I can see that there's like a ton of dust and fine hair and things just sticking out there. And but what I can also see with this light is that there's still plenty more on the record itself. I just have to stop my timer and it doesn't wanna come on. Okay, I'm just pushing the stop button and it won't stop.
Here. Let me know if I can help.
No, you cannot help. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. So sorry for that comic intermission. So anyway, this is one thing that just having a brush, like an AudioQuest carbon fiber brush, I would say it's something mandatory. And before each play, just clean your record. But and that will not do 100% job. It will remove the majority of the dust bunnies so that they will not get caught up on your stylus and your cartridge, and but it will not give you a clean disc. Okay, it will still leave you a bloody mess after that. And you can employ lots of tricks to help, and I'm going to go into that in another video. But the bottom line of the story is that you have to clean your records. So if you have an integrity machine or a VPI or an ultrasound cleaner, I would say some method of cleaning where you employ fluids and then drying your record, it's an absolute must. And you need to do that to keep it clean. So I think here, this is where I'm going to stop this video now. The next episode will be about actually a time travel episode, which was almost a week ago when I first installed the UBERLIGHT Flex, and I was shocked to see so much dirt and dust, not just on my record, but around on my turntable. The tone arm was just absolutely just soaked in dust, even though I clean it regularly. But with the lights I could see just like it's a tremendous mess. And actually I ended up removing the platter and cleaning under the platter and cleaning up the bearings and and the shaft and everything. So I will have that in the next video. And that was an experience that was like on a totally different level with these lights. Okay, because the first time in my life I was able to actually see what I was doing. And I'm going to talk much more about that. Why is it so important to see what you are doing when you are dealing with your cartridges and the styluses with your cartridge? Because you might think that spending whatever amount of money these lights cost you, that's it's like pulling your teeth, right? Like spending like a couple of hamburgers worth of money on lights. But when you guys are spending like a car's worth of money on your cartridge, then this light will truly make the difference between your cartridge having a happy long life or you breaking it with trying to clean it, trying to use it and not seeing. And so usually I would say the number one death rate or failure rate of cartridges is through improper use, because you do not see what you are doing. So the easiest way to increase the lifespan of your cartridge is getting proper lights. Okay, and that's just an understatement. Okay, I would say proper lights are mandatory. If you are serious about your cartridge, if you are serious about records, of course, you need to keep your cartridge in a good condition if you want to be able to enjoy your record collection. And once again, Robert is not paying me anything for telling you about his light. This is something that I have volunteered. I'm getting no money, no recompensation or anything, no hidden bonuses or whatnots for doing this. I'm doing this because I'm really, really excited about it. And it has been my experience that the number one thing that you need when you have your own turntable is the ability to see. Because yes, taking care of your turntable does need a certain level of dexterity and visual coordination. So thank you everyone, and I hope that this episode literally sheds light on the basics of how to take care of your record collection, of your turntable, and what are those things that you need if you are serious about records. And we will continue and go through additional topics like record cleaning and so on in the future episodes. So thank you everyone for watching. Have an awesome day. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends about my videos, because YouTube is doing nothing to let the larger population see my videos, as others online have noticed. Even Larry from Real Hi-Fi Help has noticed this, that YouTube is really shameful at doing even just the bare minimum of promoting useful videos. So thank you everyone. Have an awesome day. Bye bye.